Hello, hockey fans, and welcome back to the World Cup of Hockey. I am your host, Michael Sheck. The last game of this tournament saw Finland handle business against Ukraine. They're up 2-0 in that series. And in this series, the first game, we saw Denmark handle business against Belarus 4-1. Joey Alcock. A story there. And we'll see if we can find more action from Belarus. Jazz, Teratukin, and Mayorov have been quiet. Low with a tremendous goal in the first game. An individual effort for the insurance goal to go up 4-1. As the opening face-off will be between Boudons and Teratukin. And we're underway. As Belarus picks up the puck, Svitov on the outside, can't get around Merrick's. Merrick's with pressure from Svitov, finds in front, and he can't get the shot away clean as Merrick's runs over and finishes his check, and Matsumoto is headed the other way. Marcus Lowe on the wing, he makes a move, tries to get around Plekhanov, but can't. Steals the puck back, tries to find Boudons, but Teratukin scoops it. Plekhanov headed the other way with Mayorov. Mayorov circles back. Finds Sergei Jazz. He'd love to get involved. As Mayorov's on the wing, finds Teratukin in the slot, and a quick shot, and a great glove save by Graham Cyphers, who was almost perfect in the first game, other than just that first goal in the first period. As Corey Woolley finishes his check there on the highlight. Michelli across from Zhamnov. Won by Belarus. A quick shot from the point, steered to the corner. Finds it in front, can't get the shot through as De Silva's there. And Krestanovich is headed the other way. Over to Bonino. Bonino on the wing. He can't get through traffic as Zhamnov's headed the other way. He's hit off the puck. Krestanovich in over the line. A quick shot, low danger chance, steered to the corner by Kazevnikov. Michelli in front, out backhand, and a great blocker save. Igor Volkov tries to go the other way, kept in by Michelli, over to De Silva, in front of Krestanovich, and he scores! Byron Krestanovich! And Denmark is up 1-0 early. The sustained pressure in the zone, kept in by Michelli. And Michelli causing all kinds of havoc here for the defense. Draws both guys, and Krestanovich has a clean opportunity in front. Yeah, Plekhanov got hit on the play by Michelli, but even the other defender drawn to Michelli on the play. And he's a guy known for that, 6'4", 220 power forward, certainly known to eat some space and cause some problems. This Popov is headed the other way, and he has a clean chance. Grabbed by Cyphers. A lot of action here early. That's Krestanovich's second goal of the tournament. Of course, he scored the third goal in the first game. And he scores! Alexei Perezhogin in front. Shot didn't get all the way through. Lands right on the stick of Perezhogin, and it's back of the net. As the faceoff's won by Belarus here. It might have even hit off of Perezhogin. Let's take a look. Yeah, right off of his leg. And gets the quick backhand in front. I don't think Cyphers saw that coming. As 33 had some trouble handling it. I want to say that's Bonino. And we're tied 1-1 early. Grachev with the primary assist. Of course, had the only goal for Belarus in the first game. He's going to have to keep getting shots on net if they're going to stand a chance here in this opening round series. as Da Silva finishes his check. Maybe a little payback for the goal. As he's up and ready to take the face-off. Perezhogin drawing across from Alcock. Had the great first game. 1 goal, 1 assist. As Lindros is headed the other way, he dumps it down. Vorobev scoops it up, finds Popov. Over to Safronov. Safronov with it now. He's got pressure from 2. Tries to get it out of the zone, kept it by Bonino. In front of Lindros, and he scores! Ralph Lindros with the backhand. And it's 2-1 early in this game. What a tremendous pass. I don't think he necessarily meant to do that. Dumps it out of the zone. Look at this pass. A little float. Skating away from the play. Throwing it on net by Lindros here. I mean, Safronov shouldn't be the last guy back. Definitely more of an offensive player. Just a perfect drop pass from the point. Right onto the stick. Skating away from the play. Throws it on. And Denmark's up 2-1. Not even halfway through the first. 8 shots in this game. 3 have gone in. As Denmark looks to add to their lead. Over to Lowe. Finds Da Silva in front. Can't get the shot through. Picked up by Grachev. Dmitry Grachev in over the line. He can't get around Bonino. Finds Boudons on the wing. Over to Matsumoto, who makes a move. Drops it back to Boudons. Boudons. Pinned. Kicks it around, but over to Novotseltsev. Over to Chubarov. Timofey Chubarov gets around his man. He has speed. And they can't get the play working there. Headed the other way is Marcus Lowe. Back to Lowe. A quick backhand, and Kasevnikov has no trouble with that one. Michelli in front, and a point-blank save by Kasevnikov. You can't really blame him for the first 2 goals, but shows up there as Belarus finishes their check. We'll have to see who was involved on that hit. Lowe keeps it in. Over to Teratukin. Teratukin on the wing, cuts it to the middle. A quick shot right into the pads of Cyphers. And the face-off will be to his left. Hot and heavy action here. As it's Alexei Teratukin, the 5'9" forward, laying into the much bigger Corey Woolley. Corey Woolley 6'4". Somewhere in the 220 range, I'm sure. As Belarus keeps it in, Svitov in front, right into the stomach of Cyphers. Shot 6 aside. Score 2-1. Krestanovich headed the other way. He has one of the goals. As Novikov picks up the puck over to Teratukin. Up to Svitov, over to Mayorov, a quick shot, and a great pad save by Cyphers. Evan Cuff headed the other way. He dumps it down. Picked up by Plekhanov. Novikov gets run over, but not before getting it up to Teratukin. Finds Mayorov on the wing. A quick shot. Graham Cyphers has no trouble with that one as he sits on it. Face-off to his left. Rita draws up against Perezhogin, who has the goal. And a great glove save right off the face-off by Cyphers. No shortage of big saves here despite the score. As Popov tries to tuck that in. Can't get a clean shot away. Jaspers finds Malik Eaton. Eaton on the wing. Tries to get the shot through. Hits the side of the net. Alexei Perezhogin with a move. He's by himself. Drops it back to Jas. Over to Popov. And a great point-blank save by Cyphers. Belarus putting on the pressure. They're not going to go down without swinging. It's this line of Mateau, Alcock. Going the other way. They're pinned in their own... Oh, no, not pinned in their own end. They have the puck. Lindros gives the puck away to Zhamnov, and he has a breakaway. He's in over the line. Makes a move, and a great save by Cyphers. Not sure if he got the shot that he wanted there. As Orlando Winkfist is headed the other way. Stolen back by Zadorov. Traps it to Volkov. In the slot, a quick save. Tries to keep the puck in the zone. Over to Mateau. Mateau finds Alcock. Over back to Mateau, and he can't get the shot away. Another huge hit there by Denmark. Krestanovich going the other way. He has speed. Can't get around Grachev. 8 seconds left in this period. Grachev tries to feed it through traffic. Merrick's up to Woolley. And that's going to be the end of this first period. A lot of action here. 2-1 score. And this broken play, what a catch by the defenseman. Right under the stick of Lindros with a quick backhand shot. Kasevnikov way out of his net. How could he have expected that play to happen? No shortage of big hits, no shortage of high danger chances, and no shortage of goals. We love to see it. As Belarus grossly out shooting Denmark here, 14-7. But they find themselves at the disadvantage. As they win the draw. Svitov on the wing with speed. Finds it to Teratukin and a rebound. And Cyphers with a pair of great saves to open this second period. Face-off to his right. Jaden Budons draws up against Teratukin. Won by Denmark. Matsumoto finds Low on the wing. He's in over the line. Tries to find Woolley. Picked up on the play by Teratukin. Svitov with speed, can't get a clean shot away as the puck rolls right to the pads of Cyphers. And Dalton Merricks, I'm sure this is going to be a hit. Oh yeah, didn't even catch the whole body. When you're 6'6", 245, doesn't really matter. As physics will always take over. As Denmark heads the other way, stolen back by Belarus. Zadorov on the wing. In front to Zhamnov, and a great save by Cyphers. Zhamnov couldn't get all of the puck. It's stolen back by Zadorov, and in front, and he scores! The great turnover by Marcus Zadorov leads to the scoring chance, a point-blank shot and a goal, and Belarus has tied this game early in the second period. And this is just them trying to break out of the zone here. Hit off of the puck, steals the puck, tucks it in around the goaltender. Marcus Zadorov, known in his days as a bit of a pest. Great defensive forward. We're seeing an example of it here. The hit, the turnover, and the goal all in a sequence of about 3 seconds. And Belarus has tied this game. And it's been a good one so far. As Volkov heads the other way, he's pinned by De Silva. De Silva finds Bonino. Back over to De Silva. Up ice to Krestanovich. Finds Chel with a one-timer from the point, and a great save by Kazevnikov. Sergei Jas brings it out of his own end. Finds Zadorov. Steered to the corner by Cyphers with the easy save as Zadorov finishes his check in the corner. Andy Schuenfeld over to Krestanovic. Can't get the one-timer through. More of a slap shot, actually. He did settle. Bonino up ice to Michelli, who's in over the line. Stolen back by Belarus. Nikolai Mayorov, who has been quiet in this tournament, finds Teratukin. Quick shot right into the glove of Cyphers. Belarus has been relentless in this game with the shots. 20-8 at this point, not even halfway through the game. They're pacing somewhere towards 50 shots in this game. A little double team action there by Denmark. One by Denmark. Up ice to Lindros, who has the second goal. Alcock in front, a great save by Kazevnikov. And this third line of Mateau, Alcock, and Lindros, very effective in this tournament. One back by Belarus. A blast from the point and a great blocker save by Cyphers. Lindros pinned in the corner. Picked up by Cuff. Cuff has pressure. Still gets it up to Lindros. Up ice to Alcock. He tries to dump it in but hit on the play. And Grachev's going to scoop that one. Boris Budmistrov. He cuts it to the middle, drops it to Grachev, back to Chubarov. The Vasiltsev in front. Dangerous looking sequence there. Couldn't get a clean shot off. Now Vasiltsev gets hit on the play by Winquist. No shortage of aggression here. As Marshall Jaspers, the undersized forward. The undersized forwards in this game having some big hits and getting involved physically. You love to see it. As Dalton Merricks gets it up to Jaspers, he dumps it down. Mayorov finds Vitov on the sneaky little pass. Over to Teratukin. Can't get the clean shot through as Vitov is hit on the play by Merricks. Puck rolls to Cyphers. Just over halfway through this game. 2-2. Jas from the point. Can't get a clean shot on net. And headed the other way is Denmark with Matsumoto. Finds low, hit off the play by Jas. Picked up by Mayorov. Finds Jas, over back to Speedov. Back to Mayorov in front. And Cyphers has no trouble with that one. Could have been dangerous. Matsumoto flattened on the play by Plekhanov. And Svitov tries to capitalize as he tries to make a move. Oh my goodness! Almost pulled it off. The one-handed D got around two guys. Couldn't finish the play on the back door. But they got to be careful here. As Boudons can't feed his pass through. Sergei Jas headed the other way. He's on the wing. Tries to feed it in front of Perezhogin, looking for his second goal. But Denmark was there, and they're headed the other way. They're in the zone. De Silva tries to get the shot through. Fanned on it. Picked up by Vorobev. Vorobev hit off the play by Bonino, but he's chased. De Silva gets it up the ice to Malik Eaton, the talented center on this fourth line. Matsumoto and glove by Kazevnikov. He hasn't been tested much tonight. Rocking a .800. Really can't fault him on either goal. As we have another hit here. Sergei Popov. He is known for those big hits. 3 tonight. As the second lines face off. Andy Schofield dropped back from Michelli over to Bonino. And a great block there. As Igor Volkov's headed the other way. Finds Zhamnov. Over back to Novikov, and a glove save by Cyphers. Graham Cyphers has been keeping his team in it here. Denmark just can't find anything in the offensive zone. As Volkov behind the net, he circles back, finds Novikov over to Penenovs. Volkov can't get the shot through. And Winkvist is headed the other way. Finds Bocelli on a great pass. Didn't get all of the shot. And floats to Kazevnikov for the faceoff to his right. Joey Alcock will draw against Teratukin. Alcock wins it clean. Woolley with a great chance from the point. Saved by Kazevnikov. Merrick's can't get the shot through. A great block there by Mayorov. As Lindros has a point-blank opportunity that somehow got through. And that's saved. Merrick's tries to keep it in. Picked up by Teratukin. Novikov with it now. Back to Mayorov. He makes a move. Finds Svitov. Oh, and Svitov is drilled on the play behind the net by Merrick's. We'll have to see if he's okay. And Matteau with a point-blank chance to end this period. Great save by Kazevnikov. Yeah, Merrick's just turned around and flattened Svitov. I mean, arguably, if you're Svitov, maybe you shouldn't be chasing. But this tremendous play by Marcus Zadorov has tied this game. Off the turnover. As Belarus continues to pace Denmark 2-1 in shots. Plenty of hits. We're up to 60 hits now. Belarus absolutely came to play tonight after getting embarrassed in the first game. As Denmark will win the opening draw, stolen back by Belarus. Teratukin headed the other way. Great shot there, steered to the corner by Cyphers. As Budans has a shot, steered to the corner by Kazevnikov. Picked up by Matsumoto. Back to Merrick's. A blast. Hit to the side of the net. Svitov with speed, headed the other way. Drops it to Mayorov. A great save by Cyphers. Keeping his team in this one. As Belarus keeps the puck in with some great passing here. Plekhanov with a wrist shot. Pad save. Dalton Merrick's headed the other way. He's been involved tonight, mostly on the physical side. Got to be somewhere around 7 or 8 hits. As Belarus had a point-blank chance, couldn't get the shot away. Nikolai Zhamnov gets hit on the play, dumps it down. Picked up by Matteau. Aided Matteau. Cuff up to Budans. Finds Jaspers on the wing. He has speed on the outside. Tries to feed it middle. Picked up by Grachev. Up to Popov. And Matteau will settle it in his own end. Stolen away by Zhamnov. Nikolai Zhamnov on the outside. And he's in on the play by De Silva. As these Danish defenders, they call themselves the Twin Towers. Merrick's and De Silva putting on a show here on the physical side of things. Boudon's with a quick shot. Low danger, gloved by Kazevnikov. Nearly halfway through this final frame. Sergei Jas getting involved physically as well. As these fourth lines will face off. Novoseltsev run over. Bonino giving trouble to Chubarov. Shufield back to Michelli. Restinovich tries to make a move. De Silva can't get a shot off. Boris Bemistrov drops it back to Grachev. Over to Novoseltsev. Chubarov back to Novoseltsev, and a backhand, can't get the shot away. A great opportunity there for Belarus to go up 3-2 as they still have the puck off the skate of Novoseltsev and back into the possession of Denmark. Plekhanov finds Novoseltsev. He needs to change. He looks tired. As Bonino steals the puck pretty easily. Banks it up to Matsumoto. Can't get around Plekhanov. And he'll dump it down with pressure. Won by Mayorov in front of blast! And Igor Volkov saved on the play by Cyphers. Just more big hits in this game. Novoseltsev, the grinder, known to get under the skin of his opponents, also not afraid to drop the gloves. Limited fights in this tournament from all teams. But he'll be ready if it comes to it. As Popov is in front and he scores off the rebound. Sergei Popov. And Belarus has grabbed a 3-2 lead. So we have some great passing here from Safronov. A quick shot in front. And Popov on the back door. The defenseman having some trouble there. As Popov actually looked like he got away with a little interference on Woolley to free himself up. Almost like you'd see like a pass, like an offensive pass interference in NFL. Very similar. A little bit of a push-off. But either way, the refs don't see it. It's 3-2 Belarus. As Safronov blasts one right into the glove of Cyphers. And he'll play it up to Jaspers. Can't get around Jas. Popov on the wing finds Safronov in front. And another great save by Cyphers. 32 for 35. As he's seen his fair share of high danger chances here. Certainly not the reason this team is down. As we see some of these point-blank saves. As the face-off will be to his left. 7:51 left in this third period. We'll see if Denmark can get the tying goal here. As Belarus wins the draw. Plekhanov with a quick shot. There's a low danger chance in front there that's going to roll the Cyphers. And Popov has been involved both games. This chance thwarted. Point blank opportunity here, gloved. and finally breaks through. Yeah, a little bit of the push-off there, as we were saying earlier. Refs don't see it, doesn't matter. So he finally breaks through and gets that equalizing goal. Svitov headed the other way over to Mayorov. Can't get the shot through. Drops it back. A great save by Cyphers. A lot going on there in a short period of time. Svitov managed to drop it back to Mayorov, who gets the quick shot. And he's still looking for his first. Teratukin with a blast. Great glove save. Marcus Lowe up the wing to Boudons. Jaden Boudons with it. He'd also love to get involved. As Merrick's get the quick blast and steered to the corner by Kozevnikov. Svitov headed the other way. We've seen a lot of him tonight. Still no goals. As Cyphers grabs that one. 38-17 in shots. And that was certainly not the case in the first game. Almost the opposite script. But Denmark's still hanging in this one. Marcus Zadorov with another steal and a great save by Cyphers. He was ready for that one. The dangerous Marcus Zadorov making his presence known. Sergei Joss with a blast right into the glove of Cyphers. Drops it off to Cuff. Lindros finds Winkvist, who will look to break out. He stolen back by Volkov. Zadorov headed the other way. Can't get around Cuff. Lindros, he's in over the line. He's on the wing. Feeds it back behind the net to Alcock. He has pressure as Volkov is going to get that one. Nikolai Zhamnov circles back. A quick wrist shot low. Run over by De Silva. And he'll scoop it up with just under 2 minutes left. The pressure's on if you're Denmark. Jaspers with a quick shot. Steered to the corner. As there's just about a minute left here. Belarus is possessing. Chubarov in front. Stolen away by Denmark. Malik Eaton's headed the other way. The fourth line for Denmark out. You'd love to see a better offensive unit there if you got less than a minute left. Speak of the double, here's Matsumoto. There goes the goalie. Stolen away by Belarus. Kept in by Denmark. Malik Eaton finds Matsumoto on a quick shot and a great blocker save. Michelli in front to Eaton and a great save by Kozevnikov. Might be his best of the night in late in the third period. This is clutch time. I mean, Eaton kind of put it right in his pads, but a point-blank shot, right? Yeah, right into his pads. That's kind of more on Malik Eaton, to be honest. And why is he even out there? I mean, certainly not a bad player, but you need your scorers out there. So that puck's going to roll right to Kozevnikov. 23.1 seconds left in this game. Denmark trying to put on some pressure. And the second line has been more effective scoring throughout the tournament, so we'll see. As Belarus wins the draw, Popov can't get the empty net. 15 seconds, Krestanovich on the wing, finds Schoenfeld with a point-blank opportunity, and that was a great save by Kozevnikov as he windmills his glove, snags the puck, and gets the face-off to his right with 10 seconds left. Denmark needs to win this draw. They do. Cuff with a blast. Krestanovich over to the back door to Lowe. And I don't know if that hit the side of the net or if that was a save. We'll take a look. Or won't. But that was a great opportunity for Denmark on the stick of their best player, and they do not pull it out. One back by Denmark, but they can't keep it in the zone, and that's going to do it. As Belarus ties the series here. Scoreboard not telling the full story. They dominated in shots. A lot of big hits, a lot of big goals. Zadorov making his presence felt. The hitting. Silva, another one. Ton of big hits. I don't know if we're going to see some Merrick's hits. Merrick's was absolutely a force. As Popov gets a little push off here, a little bit of interference that's missed. Wide open on the back door. He's that type of player, and his team appreciates it. As Belarus, with a decisive advantage in shots, 41-23. Hits almost reached 100 hits in this game. Pretty even time on attack, passing, face-offs. Game, really, but Belarus peppered the goaltender early and never looked back. And that's going to do it for us here. So long, and good night.